welcome to sing along, and you will know the words. Jan was born on March 28, 1939, to Leora May Wadsworth and Robert David Ferris at Fort Hamilton Hospital, Butler County, Ohio, which was founded just 10 years before her birth. And following her birth, they had to change the name to Kettering Health Hospital. We researched and could not find if the name was changed because of Jan, but you can kind of figure that out for yourself. Jan's grandson, Michael, will now read a poem that was written by her son, John, known around the world as Poems Are Us.
Yeah.
A eulogy for my hero, my twins, my mom, my best friend. Surprised, not ready for this, can't stop laughing, the end. You are everything, my world, creator, teacher, and advocate. Twins, everyone's confused. Twins is my goal, sorry to upset. Not ashamed to announce I am your weakest link. Sister told me you were in pain. Never saw it, shocked again, I think. Laughing as I write this, you build me up every day. Inspired to be lovable like you. That's how we're twins, please explain. Held dozens of jobs as twins, being lovable, my ticket to make you proud. Once mastered being lovable, my ticket, never let you down. Able to work Walgreens 9 years, able to work CVS 19 years too. Not ashamed, report unqualified, I was your twin, lovable like you. Lovable, a skill trait, your gift. That and that alone, we're twins. Your family and friends have got it. I'm nothing like you. Still, I tried to win. Best decorator, insanity owner too. Plus, Gilbert Sr. told me you are always number one. Called to the office daily for complaints. Guinness Book, here I come. I would say sorry I was done. I was never done, or better. My elevator doesn't reach the top. I need to see a psychiatrist. Prozac RX from primary care needs to stop. Mom inspired Vicky to read. Mom inspired Ray to be a leader. In conclusion, asked Brenda and hoped to take care of John. Of course, she made me lovable, reliable, I will deliver. Had to stop writing, a laughing spell occurred. I believe you left me in good hands. Now you, your guests, are crying for the both of us. I will no longer wing it. I am a winner. Your plan. Love, your best friend.
You'll be happy to know that for a very nominal fee, he can write a poem for you too. Right, Johnny?
I don't charge. I'm just like my mom.
5 years after Jan was born, she was blessed with a bouncing baby brother, born at the same hospital, also in March. It appears that her folks were short on entertainment during the previous month of July. While Jan had straight brown hair, her little brother had blonde curly hair. We will see how this became an issue for Jan. We will now be graced by a song by Jan's namesake granddaughter, Janet.
Tell me what does it look like in heaven? Is it peaceful? Is it free like they say? Does the sun shine bright forever? Heaven's gift, angel pain and 'cause here on earth feels like everything is the same since you left. And here on earth everything's different. There's a difference in
while the family lived in Florida, Jan had enough. On 2 different occasions, not once, but twice, she took to the scissors and removed all those curls. Once, hiding them in the refrigerator. I never understood that one. And when asked to explain it, she claimed it never happened. Mom said she had to go in and clean out the refrigerator. We began to see some characteristics of their budding relationship. Grandma Lee began to worry. Grandpa Bob thought it was funny. We'll now hear a tribute to Jan from her grandson, Michael.
As long as I can remember, there was a combination of numbers expressed by my family to each other. It was a way in which we would say how we felt without having to say anything at all. And they had one simple meaning: I love you. Now my grandma was full of love. Some people may even say she was the definition. She was brave, creative, resilient, and kind. She was skilled, compassionate, devoted, and sometimes, when she needed to be, ruthless. Hardworking, a good sense of humor, and a heart of gold. She was everyone's grandma, and she had a magical component to her. She would always tell me my grandpa and later on my great-grandma were watching over me in the moon. The moon has always been and felt very powerful to me. That came from her. Later in life, I got into some trouble, and I kept seeing feathers everywhere I went, like it was some sort of sign that I'm going the right way or making a good decision. My grandma, having no knowledge of this, gave me a ring. The ring was a feather, and I still wear a feather ring to this very day. It's like a symbol of hope for me. I have no doubt her love has had lasting effects on all her family. She loved like no one else could. I remember when I had my son, and in that moment I became second, and a piece of my heart was now out in the world. Sensitive, fragile, and terrifying, I can only imagine what that must have been like to not only be taking care of one child, but several. With grandchildren and great-grandchildren, her heart must have been scattered. How she managed to provide for the wants and needs of so many is beyond me, but I know the source was her love. It was her greatest strength. It doesn't feel real. It feels like I could go to her house right now and she would still be there. It happened so sudden. I remember growing up next to my grandma. She was my next-door neighbor for the first 20 years of my life. In the beginning, we lived in a duplex, and her apartment was connected to mine. She had this bird named Allie, and I had heard stories of her biting people. Mind you, I'm very young at this point, and my imagination runs wild. Allie got loose when she was feeding him, so she put me in the bathroom and shut the door. It could have been no longer than 15 seconds, and immediately I thought it was over. That bird ate my grandma. If I opened the door, I'm next. Obviously not the case. My grandma eventually returned and all was well. One time I tried to tickle my grandma and she was immune. No laughter. She said she could outthink it, focus somewhere else, and be completely unaffected by my attempts to make her laugh. I lived in that duplex next to my grandma till I was 9 years old. And I was sad to leave that time in my life, but luckily, I had a good chunk of family that moved into an apartment complex, including my grandma. There were so many nights where everyone in the family that lived in the complex would come over for dinner. Plates, people, and smiles. Grandma would work all day, come home, cook dinner, and the family would just show. This woman was magical. I remember one night I came over, which was basically every night, to get a Pepsi, but this night in particular, she was watching The Phantom of the Opera. She was midway through it, and I started to watch with her. She was surprised to find me actually watching and paying attention. She asked me if I wanted her to restart it, and I said yes. Me and her bonded over that movie and the music. I still sing some of those songs today. Routines with her occurred often. Sometimes morning cartoons before she drove me to school. Sometimes I would wait for her at her parking spot when she was coming home from work. Her door was always open to all of her family. Eventually, me and my cousin Austin would watch 2.5 Men with her every Monday night. She would always have snacks, soda, or even tea ready for us. I remember all those days so fondly, like they were yesterday. There was one year when my hamster died and she brought me a new one. She knocked on the door and ran away. What was left on my doorstep was a picture of Grandpa and a note saying that he has my hamster with him and he wants me to take care of this one. Or the time my sister Taylor on Christmas asked Santa for a year's supply of root beer. Every week or so, she showed up with another 12-pack of root beer from Santa all year long. Like I said, she was magical. She always wanted to make dreams come true, whether it be playing the witch at our family's haunted house, or passing out candy, or passing out presents to a very large family on Christmas. She wanted everyone she came in contact to feel special. To witness her feeding her family, greeting trick-or-treaters, or passing out presents was to see true bliss. The day before she passed, I went to see her. Sorry. Ashley was in there, and I went up to my grandma. She was still. With her eyes staring so intensely, I brought my eyes to her and matched her stare. "Hi, Grandma. I love you." I squeezed her hand. "Can you feel that?" I asked. No movement. "Can you wiggle your toe?" I asked. Nothing. "Do you remember when I tried to tickle you? You said you could control it. You told me you could just focus on different parts of your body and ignore the feeling. I want you to focus on your toes. I bet your toes don't hurt, but maybe they do. What about your ear?" I grabbed my ear and smiled. "I want you to focus anywhere on your body that doesn't hurt." She continues to stare intensely with a tear. "I know our family is all over the place, but they'll be all right. I'll bring them back together. You just focus on your toes or anywhere that doesn't hurt." She wiggled her toes. The nurse came in and said she needs to calm down. She's getting too worked up. I stepped back, and when they left, I told her to get some sleep. That's the best thing she can do. Your body's gonna do what it's gonna do. You just need to think about your toes and all the happiest things you can. I love you. I left. Not knowing I'd be back the very next day, I held her hand as she passed, singing under my breath the songs we used to sing. And she left, but not for long. After the room got quiet, those numbers appeared on the screen. The numbers our family used to say, "I love you." That is the kind of everlasting love my grandma has. When you spend time with her, she puts her mark on you, and you are forever changed for the better. Our family is left shaken, scattered, and with this loss, weightless. But I intend to keep my promise. I will do my best to live up to the Lady of Love and Forgiveness, for we all have gifts to make this world a better place. Whether that be Johnny's comedy or Brenda's devotion, I will do my best to channel you all when I need you, because it doesn't matter if you are here or there, I'm taking you all with me. I'm taking Ray's hard work and Austin's skill, Robin's creativity and Taylor's resilience. I want Jason's compassion, Janet's bravery, and Ashley's kindness. Lori's hospitality, Hope's ruthlessness, and my mom's heart. I want to be as sweet as Alyssa and as smart as my brother. Above all else, I'm taking Grandma's love. It doesn't feel real because I can feel her right now. She talks to me in my head and she wants me to fight. When I look at the moon now, I see a light brighter than I've ever seen before. She hasn't left us at all. She's right here in this room, immortalized by the people she left her mark on. And she wants me to tell you that she loves you all. Because love is funny, and it takes devotion. And you know my family, sometimes hard work. And it may even be considered a skill. It's creative and resilient, compassionate and kind, and when it needs to be, it's ruthless. It takes heart, because love is great. This is where we end up, hopefully surrounded by our loved ones. Love is the most powerful thing in the world, and I say thing because it's not just a feeling. It's an action. It's a choice. And I choose to love you. No matter what you do, I will always love you, I will always forgive you, and you will always have a golden bridge to come back to. I'm right here, and I always will be just as she was, just as she is. Now, if you could all join me in sending a message back to Grandma.
1, 4, 3.
Years later, while living in Phoenix, we took a road trip vacation to California. On the way home, we stopped in Wickenburg for gas and to use the bathroom. Getting back in the car, Grandpa Bob asked if everyone was in and ready to go, to which Jan quickly responded, "Yep, let's go," knowing full well she was alone in the back seat. Fortunately, her mom smelled a rat and checked. When called on the attendant's discrepancy, Jan just said, "I thought he was back here." It lost opportunity for her to be an only child. To this day, I still don't like Wickenburg. Our second song is one of Ken's favorites, Wind Beneath My Wings. And I want to encourage you all to sing along the words. And Karen, don't worry, I won't sing.
Hang on, second, we're just gonna do. Hang on, speaker turned off.
Give me a couple minutes, we're gonna have to use the laptop instead.
Chit chat?
For
Well,
some
I have
reason-
the cord.
Oh, you have the cord, okay.